So, so now continuation to previous topic, that is analytical learning, and here what we are going to learn, how the inductive learning and analytical learning are going to be combined together. So here what we are going to learn, using the background knowledge or domain theory or prior knowledge, how can we alter the such objectives, that we are going to discuss. And here incorporate it into the errors criteria minimized by gradient descent. So whatever the gradient descent rule, already we discussed about it, and so we consider some weights, and in order to get the good results, how can we modify the weights to get to achieve the good successful results. So that is minimizing the errors. If you are able to minimize the errors, then we are able to get the good results, right? And network must fit a combined function of the training data and domain theory. So whenever we are going to define the network, so that should be combined with the techniques of training data and domain theory. And form of knowledge, derivatives of the target function, certain type of prior knowledge can be expressed quite naturally. And here what is the example we are going to consider, recognizing the handwritten characters. So it must sometimes it is difficult to identify whose handwriting it is. So in order to solve such complex problems, here we are going to use the prior knowledge, and the identification of character is independent of small translations and rotations of the image. So this is the problem we need to consider for domain knowledge, expressed as derivatives of the target function with respect to transformations of its input. So whatever the domain knowledge which we are going to be acquired and which we are going to be used for solving the problem, here what we need to consider, tangent trop algorithm. So using this, what we are going to consider here, x, f of x, and derivatives of f of x. And using these three inputs, so what we require in previous case, what we have used only instance space and functionality, and here what we are going to use instance space, functionality, and derivative functionality. So these three things are going to be used as input for the tangent trop algorithm. Here, this is the graph we are going to observe. So it is going to define the instance space. So whatever the hypothesis space which we are going to be considered for the all those things, instances, examples are there. So those examples are going to be defined with this graph. And whatever the functionality which we are going to be used for hypothesis space, that f of x is going to be defined with this graph. And this is derivative. So derivatives are going to be used to implement the accuracy. And in order to cover more and more examples, then this is going to be given as an input. And what we have to do, so we need to define the error function. So f of x minus f of x whole square mu. So this whatever the transformation or rotation or translation which required for defining the target concept, that we need to identify. So this is the tangent trop algorithm. Using the tangent trop algorithm, we are going to define target concept. And here tangent trop combines the prior knowledge with observed training data. So that means whatever the training data we need to consider, and whenever we are going to observe the training data, so that means we are going to define new rules, we are going to reduce the errors with respect to desired output, whatever the desired output which we are going to be concentrate. So in order to achieve that, what we need to do, we need to reduce the errors and we need to reduce the alternatives. So here tangent trop is not robust errors in the prior knowledge, need to automatically select, and here we are going to use explanation based neural network algorithm. So EBNN algorithm. So what is the input for this? A set of training examples as well, and domain theory which is going to be represented with the help of neural networks. And what will be the output? That we are going to get a new neural network which is going to be define the target function, yes or no? So that we are going to get as an output. And here what we are going to do, create a new fully connected feed forward network to represent the target function. We are going to develop a neural network which is going to define the target function, yes or no? And for each training example, what we have to define corresponding derivative functionality also we need to consider. So in order to get the more accurate results, we need to go for a derivative function and use the tangent trop algorithm to train the target function. And EBNN computation of training derivatives, compute the itself for each observed training examples, and explain each training example in terms of given domain theory. Extract training derivatives from the explanation. Here we need to consider the instance space and derivative observed training examples and derivatives of the explanation. So using those we are going to give a better solution. How to weight the relative importance of the inductive and analytical content. So here mu is chosen independently for each training example. So mu is going to be considered, and that is going to reduce the error rate. So here why we need to consider the mu? Mu is used to reduce the error rate. And how accurately the domain theory predicts the training value for this particular example. So we need to find out the error function, and that error function is going to be eliminated from the hypothesis space so that we are able to define new hypothesis. And here what we observed, EBNN versus symbolic explanation based learning. So domain theory consists of neural network rather than Hahn classes. So we are going to define a neural network so that it is going to support us to develop good system. So instead of Hahn classes, what is Hahn class? It is a logical statement, but if you are able to define a neural network complete status so that it is easy for us to define the system in proper way, and relevant dependencies take the form of derivatives, accommodates imperfect domain theories. So that means we are able to identify whatever the domain theory which is going to have some errors or some false statements. Those are the things which are going to be removed from the hypothesis. And what we are going to learn, a fixed sizing neural network which is going to require constant time to classify new instance and unable to present sufficiently complex functions. What we have to achieve? We have to develop a system which is going to useful for classification and prediction purpose. So that we are going to achieve with the help of EBNN. And using prior knowledge to augment such operators, here what we are going to use, the FOCL algorithm. So two operators for generating candidates, add a single new iterator and a set of literals that constitute logically sufficient conditions for target concept. So again what we have to concentrate, domain theory we need to consider and select one of the domain theory classes whose head matches with the target concept, and unfolding each non-operational literal is replaced until the sufficient conditions have been restarted in terms of operation. So we need to identify what are the rules which are going to deviating the system or which are negatively impacting the target function. That should be refined and that should be pruned, that removed unnecessarily things, and it is going to select all the candidates specialization based on their performance. So whatever the rules which are going to influence positively to design the better system, that we are going to identify, and that particular domain theory is going to be used, and finally we are going to develop a system which is going to develop the target concept. So these are the things which we have discussed, and inductive analytical approaches to learning, and using the prior knowledge to initialize the hypothesis, using the prior knowledge to alter the search objectives, and using the prior knowledge to augment search operators. And here the motivation we discussed, what is the reason for this combining both the inductive learning and what is analytical learning. So what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, how can we combine to get the better accuracy and to define the generalized statements with the using prior knowledge, and what are the differences between the inductive learning and analytical learning, and here what are the two approaches which are going to be placed to define the hypothesis space, and these are all the things which are related to motivation. And what we discussed, inductive learning approaches to the learning problem. So here what we have considered, cup problem we have considered, and what we define errors we are able to define, and we are so these errors are going to be removed to define the new hypothesis. And here we have defined hypothesis, initial hypothesis, and search operators, and the goal to define the target concept, and how the prior knowledge is going to define the initial hypothesis and the objective of the hypothesis space, and what are the steps which require to domain theory properly. And here what we have discussed, we use the background knowledge to initialize the hypothesis. There we discussed about the KBNN algorithm, knowledge based artificial neural network, And using this algorithm, we defined how can we initialize the hypothesis space, and it is going to identify the problems with backpropagation techniques, and those are going to be overcome. And here, if you observe carefully, KBNN is going to have two steps: analytical steps and inductive step. And analytical step, we are going to identify the Hahn class which are going to support the domain theory, and those are going to be added in the inductive step. These are the two steps. This is the KBNN algorithm, and we discussed with the cup example what are the domain theory which is given to us, what are the training examples we need to define, and what features which are going to support the positives and what features are going to be negatively impacting, and what are ignorable things that we discussed about this example. And finally, we are able to define a sigmoid function which is going to support the target functionality. And we observed some limitations. It can accommodate only proportional limited domain theories and limited concepts. Those are the things we observed, the limitations of the KBNN. And finally, we are able to initialize the hypothesis with KBNN algorithm, and how the prior knowledge is going to alter the search objectives we have seen with the tangent prop algorithm, and we discussed one example also, and how the prior knowledge is going to divide target function and the tangent prop algorithm. So here what we have considered instance space and f of x. If you look at clearly, x and f of x. So this is the instance space and the target function which is going to be defined. And here we are going to have the derivatives of the target function, x instance space, target function, and derivatives of the target function. So here we are able to learn the three things. So this is the instance space, this is the target function, this is the derivatives of the target function. And we considered what is the input, and that is we have to recognize the handwritten characteristics. How can we transform? So that we have seen with a handwriting example. And so these are all the steps which are going to be involved in the tangent prop algorithm to define the error function. If you are able to identify the errors which are deviating the domain theory, which are deviating the training examples, then we are able to remove such things so that we are able to improve the performance of the system. And so this is an example which we considered, and we identified some drawbacks. So it combines the prior knowledge with the observed training data. So each time we have to analyze, we have to explain, and we have to refine the rules that we have seen while defining the hypothesis space. And we discussed one more explanation based on neural networks, which is going to have the domain knowledge. And so using this domain theory, we identified a target function which is going to give better results. So in this way, we developed a network where we are going to observe cup, liftable, and suitable, graspable open vessel. So this is the way we are going to define the network. Each rectangle block represents a distinct neural network in the domain theory, and the network graspable takes as input the description of an instance, produces the output value indicating whether the object is graspable or not. So what are the features which are going to be support the graspable property? So in that way, we have defined the networks. Some networks take the output of other networks as their input. And so what is the goal which we require for EBNN algorithm? How we are able to achieve such target goal that we have seen with an example. And yes, the feature expansive is irrelevant. So what we have identified, what are the features which are going to be negatively impact, that is handle on the top of the cup. So like such features we are going to identify, and those things are going to be removed from the data set. And what we have considered, what are the remarks which we have observed in the EBNN, and that also we need to consider. And fitting the derivatives constraint, the learning network to fit the dependencies given with the domain theory, so that we have identified. And we discussed about the Prolog EBGs, that is purely logical based programming language. So we have to identify the imperfect domain theories and imperfect training data. So imperfect in the sense, those are the features which are going to negatively impact the things. and using the prior knowledge we alter the hypothesis based search also. So here we have we used the FOCL algorithm. So FOIL and FOCL learn sets of first order Hahn class to cover the, so these are all the things which are related to sequential covering algorithm. We are going to define the target concept, and whatever the rules which are not covered or not included for defining the target concept with more accurately, that we need to explain and analyze. Then we need to refine the target space. And so here what we are going to each point in general to specific search. So whatever the target concept which we are concentrated, that should be defined so properly. So we need to find out the generalization rules, so that we have developed a system which is going to give target concept values in more accurately. So the FOCL algorithm again we used for defining the same problem which we used in earlier case, the cup, how it is stable and liftable open vessel. So this dotted line indicates how the negative impact, and solid lines are going to include how they are going to support the target function. And here also domain theory is going to be useful for FOCL. And each step we need to identify the single Hahn class. Hahn class is a logical statement which is going to support the target concept that we need to identify. And FOIL independent of set of examples, and here what we observed, 76% of accuracy we achieved with the FOCL. And this is the way we are going to define the final hypothesis space using the FOIL search and FOCL search. And here we are going to combine the KBNN, EBNN and tangent trap FOCL techniques, which are going to support us to define the system. It implies sequential covering algorithm. And what we are going to define, we are going to develop a specific rule which is going to give the perfect solution for the problem whatever we concentrated. Thank you, and thank you one and all. And now this is the last topic in the 5th unit. I hope you understand the concept. If you are having any doubts or any queries, so you can raise and we will discuss in the next class. And please listen to these videos. I'm preparing these videos for the sake of yours only, and please do subscribe. And if you like the video, then click on like also. And if you have any comments, any doubts, you can raise at any time. Okay, thank you, all the best.